Welcome back to the channel, Connor Unchained. So the market is literally obliterated right now. Absolutely nuts price action. Everything is looking insane. So what do we do? What is going on? What am I doing? How do we move forward from this? So I'm going to cover a few things talking about Bitcoin price action, what I'm doing specifically, what I'm buying, things like that. So we got the fear and greed index now at 26. Yesterday was at 34. A week ago, we were literally in the green. Within 1 week, we went from fairly greedy all the way to fearful. As you can see, obviously, Bitcoin is down over 20% in the last 2 weeks. Not even 2 weeks. And technically, from the low, that wick just under 50K, around 30% in less than like 2 weeks, which is absolutely nuts. Okay. So what am I doing? What do we do going forward here? So looking at the RSI with Bitcoin, I'm not here to, tell you and try to predict the exact price action. Like I've said many times on the channel, I'm a perma bull when it comes to a bull run. I've seen a lot of people talk about different things on Twitter. How this dip reminds a lot of people of this right here before we ran up again. I've seen a lot of people compare this over here, to this 2019, 2020 area of time where we had a large run up for many months, slow dump into, the COVID dump as well for, that span of time. I'm not here to try to compare any of that as of right now, even though I enjoy doing comparisons, but very much so the market is in a very, very fearful state. We have so much fun, uncertainty in the market, lots of things going on. Not even just crypto, but legacy markets have, had unbelievable drops across the board, right? And so first thing is first, guys. When things are really in turbo nuke mode, you do not want to be panic selling anything. I think really panicking is one of the worst things possible. Because there definitely were a lot of people that saw these candles continue and they 100% sold down here, which I never recommend selling when everything is just, completely getting obliterated, because usually things at least will recover within a day, 2 days. And no, I don't mean a full recovery by any means, not even close. A lot of times things will happen, giga nukes will happen, but within, a day, couple of days of that, usually there's a strong bounce in which if you have to sell, that would be a time. Like we saw here on the day, we're already seeing a nice recovery, about 8 to 10%. But again, so do I believe that this downside is anywhere near over yet? It's way too early to tell. When we have any sort of major dump, there is always going to be sideways chop for a while after that. And by sideways, that can mean many different things, okay? We could see this recovery hit. We could see price come all the way back up to this level, bounce, and then have another double bounce, right? We could see price continue to go down. Maybe it goes one more leg lower, because there's still potential more fear in the markets, right? But whatever price action does, guys, this is giving unbelievable discounts to every single coin in the market across the board. I know I said I don't like to do comparisons, I do, but I didn't want to do it today. But this does remind me more so of potentially 2019 to 2020. So, I am going to make a comparison thinking about it. We have seen alts get obliterated over the last 6 months, not even just from the last few days. Over the last 5 to 6 months, many great altcoins, almost all of them, just continue to go down and go down. They were basically down only. A lot of them based on their tokenomics and sell pressure. A lot of them, they just lose their hype and attention, so people continue to sell off and rotate. Lots of different reasons. Um, but when you see this red, this heavy red, if we even go lower, if I could have a marker here, when you see price, no matter what the hell the price is in the red, this should be a sign for everyone to be looking to allocate into the market, because this is when fear is at 30, 20, even if it goes to sub 10, everyone thinks the entire crypto market's over. But that is usually the complete opposite case. Times like this are where you should be looking to enter, potentially looking to buy, and DCA into your favorite coins. And again, I don't mean to jump into your favorite micro caps, that's at 200K market cap, that you've been waiting to jump into. I mean, maybe, if that's what you're willing to jump into and wait it out, by all means, but that's not what I'm trying to say here. I think like jumping into your favorite conviction coins that you have more faith in than yourself in the market going forward are the coins that you should be jumping into and looking into. That could be a mix between, any sort of narrative. It could be some of the top projects in a narrative. Like gaming, there's IMX, there's Beam, I don't personally hold those, but so those are very, very strong gaming coins. There's RWAs like Ondo, there's AI like Tau, there's Render, very strong. Whatever coins that you have found yourself over the last few months or even a year, coins that you have more conviction in than yourself, those are the coins that you want to ape into and buy the blood of all of it. But again, sometimes fully allocating is still going to be fairly high risk, because there's always a chance that we continue to go lower, right? And lower and lower. But at the end of the day, guys, let's say Bitcoin does, if it did wick all the way down here, right? Recovered, came down. No matter what your favorite altcoin did, whether Bitcoin went down here, bounced and recovered, your favorite altcoin is going to do the same thing. Either way, you're buying at the lows, you're buying in the red, or if it goes down, you're buying your favorite coin in the red, and eventually it's going to recover. Again, if you really believe in it, has strong fundamentals, or whatever about it that you really like. And that is exactly what I've been doing. I've been looking into allocating into some top conviction plays of mine specifically. And for me, mainly it's meme coins. I love MOG and Retardio. Those are my two, probably at this point in the cycle, my two highest conviction coins going forward, period. Because obviously anything and everything, AI, gaming, RWA, they just have not been performing over the last few months. But the strength that meme coins have shown have been absolutely nuts. And again, this is a lot more high risk than, if you're jumping into, like some of the top projects in the space. Which again, I'm not saying that you guys shouldn't be jumping into those. I'm actually saying you should, if those are coins you firmly believe in. Jump into coins in the blood, in the red, that you have the utmost conviction for. It could be any coin in the market, because that is what conviction is. It is jumping into coins that you firmly believe in, no matter what the price does. And for me, that is 100% MOG. It's been MOG, for over a year now, and I continue to buy. I got in around 8 million, 10 million, 15 million, 13, 11 million, 20. I have a bunch of random DCAs, right? And I'm still continuing to buy when it was at what was that earlier? I think it was way lower. There's most coins in the market have not been really, they've had a little jump up now. But as of right now, MOG is at 423 million. It's still heavily in the red, guys. It's not over. This coin's not going anywhere, in my opinion. If you like Pepe is another great meme coin, But for me, it's like I've bought MOG, and This dip is already starting to look pretty good. Looks like it was eating up a little bit. But to me, buy top conviction coins. For me, meme coins, Mog, Retardio, and Mumu. Those are the three meme coins I personally have already jumped into and am watching and looking to jump into, even if it continues to go lower. I have zero problem continuing to hold through whatever the hell else the market brings, because I know at the end of the day where some of these coins are going, and it's not right here. The end of it is not right here. I'm telling you that. So like I said, if you're very based on utility plays, like I said, look to find some of the strongest coins that you personally believe in. For AI, a great one that I really do like is OXO. This one, it's been down just like every single coin in the market. It is basically fully diluted. Very strong coin going forward. For gaming right now, Warped Games and Moon Tropica, are still some of my highest convictions. Moon Tropica now is back down to, I think it went under 10. Yeah, so $9.50. Pretty close to fully diluted. And Moon Tropica, in my opinion, will have an unbelievable bull run going forward. Those are the main two gaming coins that I specifically hold right now, and I will continue to hold. Because for me, I do have most of my money in meme coins, and then I do have the rest of my portfolio, in my high conviction coins, at least one or two per narrative. And that is what I'm focusing on going forward. But Moon Tropica, in my opinion, is probably a top gaming coin going forward. AI would be OXO, and GraphLink is another one I've been heavy on. I really like GraphLink. But like I said, find those top conviction coins that you guys like. You can steal my own conviction with Mog, Retardio, Mumu. Do the same thing, because those are the coins right now I'm going to be holding, to continue holding throughout the rest of this bull run. That is going to be the main chunk of my portfolio from now. And again, keep in mind, we definitely could continue lower though, as well. I don't recommend, throwing massive clip of in one chunk into, one of these coins. Play it very smart. Throw a little bit in. Again, I have the Bitcoin chart up, but, depending on whatever coin this was, let's say it's in the red, right? Throw a little bit in here. Wait a few days, wait another week. If it goes even lower, more stuff happens. Throw another chunk in down here. Let's say it goes down all the way, right? Bounces a huge bounce up, retraces, throw another chunk in here. As long as you're generally buying in the zones, in the heavy red, that's what's important in my personal opinion. Because once this eventually does flip green again, flips yellow into light green, into heavy green, and greed is at an all-time high again, for a fact this market is not going to be down where it is. The fear and greed index always flips back and forth, very heavily over a span of months. Sometimes it takes a year. Because you can just look at just the basics of any chart. Greed was probably at 90 to 95 up here. Fear down here was probably at least 10, 20, 30. Kind of where it is now. Same thing. Greed was at 90 something up here. Now all the way back down here, it's going to probably stay in between 30 to 0, right? But again, once we do recover at some point, again, I'm not saying price is just going to go like that. But keep in mind, fear, all in the blood, all in the market here is blood in the streets, right? And then what are we going to get once price is all the way up here? Market is going right back into green, right back into the greed. Everyone is going to, potentially be up a lot of money. We'll see a bunch of different factors showing some sort of top in the market, right? But that is a great long-term indicator of how you should even just read the market going forward. When you see the market in the fear, in the red, take it as a time to slowly add and jump into your favorite altcoins. And again, for me, I know going in the past, I've been very focused on holding, low caps, micro caps. But going forward, definitely should aim to focus on, very strong core positions, even if they are higher cap. That's what I've been doing lately over the last month. Like I said, everything is just down across the board. If you're in great coins and you know it, just spot and chill. Stick with your spot positions. I would not be jumping into leverage. But you guys obviously you can do what you want. Maybe take a small fraction of your portfolio. Attempt to open some leverage trades if you want to do that, but I don't recommend it. But mainly just buy spot, chill, and just be patient. That's it. Jump into your favorite coins, and from here we're gonna ride it out. So that's what I wanted to cover today. That is what I'm doing, and those are mainly the coins that I'm looking to be jumping into and or have already bought into over the last day or so. So, like I continue to say, guys, I am hyper bullish when we're in a bull run. It's always hard to predict what the hell price is going to do, especially because, again, this price action was not even only in the crypto market. This was literally the entire stock market just absolutely dumping today. This was legacy markets, traditional markets, having a major impact on crypto as well. That is why a lot of times you cannot predict a lot of the price action. So again, stick with conviction, stick with top quality going forward. And once market conditions do return to a very, very bullish, standard, that would be a time to start looking at, lower caps and micro caps again. It is very much so based on market conditions. Again, hence why the last few months I have not really called anything, especially lower cap, micro cap on the channel. Because I just, like I said, I think when we're in some sort of downturn / chop, finding conviction and strength is going to be absolutely key. So outside of that, guys, that's what I got for this video. I hope this helps you guys, and I appreciate you all watching. Because once we do flip bullish again, for a fact, we're going to go crazy with these lower caps. We're going to continue absolutely killing this market. I have zero doubt in my mind. It's literally what I live for. So let's go. I think we've needed this huge flush to actually long-term continue this trend, So as of right now, that's what I got for you guys. I appreciate you watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks.